Hi, I'm Cheryl Ann. Welcome to the Turks and Caicos Islands, where telecommunications, the fifth largest and rapidly growing industry in the world, is the lifeblood of our economy. In fact, by 2025, the revenue of the global telecoms industry is expected to exceed $3.5 trillion. Let's not forget that the industry also plays a huge role in our everyday lives. Therefore, it is essential to have an effective regulatory framework to ensure that the telecoms industry is strong and vibrant, one that will provide adequate safeguards to ensure fair competition and protection of consumer interests. Additionally, to ensure development of the sector and to manage scarce resources such as the use of spectrum. The Turks and Caicos Telecommunications Commission was established in 2004 through the enactment of the Telecommunications Ordinance. The ordinance states that the primary functions of the Commission are as follows:
to advise the Minister on Telecommunications,
to promote the interests of the consumers and to advise the licensees to operate efficiently,
to facilitate, maintain, and provide effective and sustainable competition in telecommunications,
to prescribe standards for the quality of telecommunication services to be delivered to the public.
The Telecommunications Commission is governed by a board comprised of several commissioners appointed by the Minister of Telecommunications, acting with the approval of the Cabinet. It also consists of 9 additional staff members. They're managed by a Director General, who is the Secretary to the board and sits on the board as an ex officio member. The Telecommunications Commission is also responsible for making sure that providers meet the highest responsible technical standards so that your phone or internet service is reliable. It also ensures that radio stations broadcast within their stipulated frequencies.
As a consumer, you can complain to the Telecommunications Commission if the service you're getting is unsatisfactory or below what was promised.
Whenever a consumer has a problem with the services of one of the service providers, the first line of complaint should be with the operator itself. Make sure that you provide all the facts necessary to support your complaint. The service provider will investigate and provide an explanation of the action it will take. If this contact fails to yield a satisfactory solution to the problem, or if you do not hear from the utility within a reasonable time, a complaint can be filed with the Commission. Here are some examples of the types of problems our consumer complaint analysts can help you with: improper termination of service, charges on your bill that you believe are incorrect or unauthorized, customer deposits for services, poor quality of service, high bill complaints, problems with delayed connection of service, or problems with back billing.
Another major responsibility of the Telecommunication Commission is deregulation of prices for telecommunication services. When the market is regulated, the providers without the approval of the telecommunication cannot set prices.
Persons or organizations providing telecommunications networks or services must obtain the appropriate licenses. Now, there are different types of licenses depending on the services to be offered. All license applications must go through the Telecommunications Commission. Some examples of licenses are fixed, mobile, full telecommunications provider, internet and service provider, and submarine cables. Licenses are also given to operators of amateur radio and radio communication services used by ships and aircraft. Generally, a frequency is required for all users of spectrum. For instance, the assignment of spectrum allows for the establishment of television and radio stations. Special licenses are also granted on a short-term basis. For example, for the transmission of special news, events, sports, or entertainment originating in the Turks and Caicos Islands and being broadcast to the outside world. Persons wishing to provide maintenance, repair, and installation of telecommunications equipment will be required to obtain the requisite license. Applications for licenses and other application forms can be found on the Telecommunications Commission website. It is essential that persons who wish to offer telecommunications networks or services to the general public or private purposes obtain the appropriate license from the Telecommunications Commission. Failure to do so could lead to penalties outlined in the Telecommunications Ordinance. The Telecommunications Ordinance also establishes a fund known as a Universal Service Fund. The Universal Service Fund is to be used to provide affordable access to basic telecommunication services for all people in the islands. It will also be used to provide free internet access for public libraries and schools and access to emergency numbers free of charge. The Telecommunications Commission was established to ensure that you get quality services at affordable prices, and of course, to the benefit of both the consumer and provider. You know, telecoms is key to our economic and social development, and the Telecommunications Commission is the organization that guarantees this happen. The Telecommunications Commission has also successfully issued licenses for the provision of high-speed fiber services to 2 major mobile carriers, and soon we'll be coordinating with our service providers to launch an internet exchange point in the Turks and Caicos. The ISP not only increases speed for local traffic, but it is a prerequisite to facilitate the growth of the industry in the Turks and Caicos Islands. For additional information, you can always log on to our website at www.telecommunication.tc or give us a call on 946-1900. Our friendly staff are always happy to provide assistance.